Where are you going?
I gotta go get my late Liz cup.
Good job.
I was late. Where is this cup?
I don't know, Vincent.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Those are different.
Fix it.
That's VMAX. These are not VMAX.
It was probably sitting there. Don't just put it there.
It doesn't go there.
It doesn't go there.
I don't know where it goes. Now I'm saying. Hey, darn. It's getting in the way. I hate when that happens.
Good morning,
Internet.
Good morning, world. Welcome to 2024.
What year is it?
2024.
Lies. I refuse to accept it.
I think it's 2024.
I'm gonna be late to 2024.
Already there. Good freaking morning, all you awesome people. No, I wasn't talking to you, Vinny.
Put my hair.
I was talking to awesome people.
Hey, at least I didn't mess up the coffee today because I don't work today.
No. You're doing a really good job not working.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am
Charles is gonna come out here and explain.
Jeffrey Alley. Good morning. What? Charlie or Charles just gave me a Charlie. Yes.
You should call him Charlie.
Oh my! I wanted to bite my finger.
Oh, Charlie bit me. You don't know what Charlie bit me is?
I don't.
Oh,
God.
he doesn't know the memes.
Oh,
Internet,
no.
you gotta educate this man.
I don't.
Charlie bit me.
I don't
That
know.
hurt Charlie.
Charlie.
What in the hell are you all talking
It's
about?
almost as popular as Baby Shark.
It's an internet meme.
Good morning, Jeff.
Mr. Brooke, good morning.
Hello, Dad. What's that?
Eugene, good morning. Anyway,
Do you have a Vinny on your...
I do
Neck?
have a video
He's on
my
your
neck.
neck.
I have a growth. Welcome to Monday of the new year.
Oh, are you belt fed
We're-
today?
I'm not really, not yet. My brain is too scrambled right now to be
Why?
belt fed because Vinny messed me up.
I'm going to play one of your the
High five,
videos.
internet.
Oh my goodness!
Why did Vinny mess you up?
Because he brought in, I don't even know what the thing's called, a VR headset
VR.
thing, and
It's called the Quest 3 is what it's called.
Quest 3, and we went and were messing with that thing this morning, and I feel like I've been on a boat for the last couple hours.
I'm on a
Like,
boat.
It's Monday. You've already attacked some aliens. You took out some terrorists, and you attacked
I got in
some
a sword
medieval
fight.
knights.
Yes.
And it's a Monday.
It's Monday. 2024 has been very eventful so far. But my brain, I feel like I turn my head, it takes a second to go. But then it just doesn't stop, it goes.
Phil's got tracers.
It'll wear off in a little bit.
But I kind of want one of those things.
I was going to...
They're fun.
We should get one for the training department. I mean, people need to be trained on how. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of difficult to do.
I could not load my. I felt like a brand new student. I could not load my rifle. I ran out of ammo, and I couldn't figure out how to hit the button to let my magazine fall out. And then I got another magazine in, and I couldn't charge.
It was pretty
I was
fun.
like, it's not. I was trying to hit the button. It was crazy.
We got it all on video. It's
I wish you could
Phil
have-
is just like.
My actual video and what I was doing on the screen.
That is possible. I just haven't figured it out yet.
Oh,
Figure
boy.
it out, Vincent.
Figure it
Haven't
out.
got there yet.
So anyway, what are we doing today? What are we talking about?
Accessories.
David
Accessories.
Workman. Good morning.
Hi, Workman.
Yeah, we're going to talk about accessories and what you need or don't need, or maybe what you think you need that you don't need, or what you don't think you need that you need, and then you need it, and then you don't.
Can you raise one eyebrow at a time?
I cannot. Well, I
that's
can if I
right.
do this.
I can do that.
John's really good at it though.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
I cannot do that.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
That was a total squirrel moment.
That
It
was
is,
a hot
it
about
is
that.
a Medusa shirt.
It's not a Medusa shirt. That's not Medusa.
That is Medusa.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
What is it?
It's
The
an
Elegant X.
interpretation of Medusa as a logo for the Elegant Brute.
I mean, that's correct. And Workman, I think, would appreciate the specifics of your description.
Jack, good morning. It's
Yes,
Medusa-like.
I got this shirt
Oh,
from
check that.
a lady that runs Raider Tactical out of Washington.
State of Washington, not
the state
Washington,
of
Missouri.
Washington. Julia Valencia, and she's got an awesome. She taught a couple classes that we took at the USCCA, and she sent me this shirt. And on the back it says, "Elegant fruit." Can I see it?
They can see it, but it's backwards.
It's backwards.
Dang, I was really hoping you were going to say nose, then
Yeah.
you started moving around more.
What?
Julia's
Just tell you no matter what.
Julia's good people,
He would do
and
that.
we got to have a lot of really good conversation. She put on some really good classes, and then we caught her later at an event, and
I make friends.
yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Gordon, good morning. Happy New Year to you too, sir. So anyway, we're going to talk about accessories. I think specifically to handguns.
Mostly.
I mean, we can go down whatever kind of rabbit hole of accessorizing you want to do. If you want to do some bedazzling on your AR mag or something, we can talk about that. Vinny's a good at bedazzling magazines. He's got a bunch of them.
Yes.
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 But
Smithers.
I think really pistols, and I've got the best accessory on mine.
That's the best.
So you just have a grip mounted
It's a weapon mounted light. I mean, it'll work.
flashlight. That way, when you teacup,
Oh.
You can use it.
you can use it.
Works great for
It's
teacupping.
a-
My accessories just need to turn.
So, Vinny, let me see
And-
your accessories.
I have my
What?
big iron.
A big iron.
And just so the internet knows,
It's fully loaded.
it's loaded. With fake ammo, by the way. It's
It's an
an air
airsoft
pistol.
gun.
It's an air gun. Just so the internet doesn't have an aneurysm.
They already had an aneurysm.
Hold on, Vincent. What about this as an accessory, though?
Because
Is this an accessory to your
yeah, 'cause
carry gun?
I have my carry gun that's
Oh.
hidden,
Yeah.
but then I have this thing sticking out
in your belt.
so it's scurry.
But
You
that was
won't mess
really.
with me.
I feel like that would have been better for EDC day, not accessory day.
This is my I'm accessorizing.
You should find a way to mount it to your gun. You have to mount your gun on your gun.
I want to mount my fake gun to my real gun. I'm pretty sure the
There's
ATF will
big-
come after me for that.
Probably.
Definitely
Come after me.
Definitely after your dog.
Accessories make the outfit. Yeah, for sure. That does need a suppressor, Vinny.
No,
It does. I mean, technically the barrel stops there, so I mean, you could argue that this whole thing is a can.
Vincent,
What's up? What?
the ATF, no likey.
It's an air gun. Don't come after me. It's not real. Here, make the internet happy.
So,
You can see through them.
oh, put it over my eyeball.
oh my God. Why did we do this live again?
Because we have a great time.
Okay. Who's
Okay. Me and Vinny.
we? Yeah.
All right, accessories.
Accessories. So, what would you say is probably the most?
Ooh, what's the most popular one?
Yeah.
Flashlights, red dots.
Is a
Well-
red dot an accessory?
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
don't need it.
Well, you
Not a
don't.
necessity.
Are
So are your
sights,
sights
are
an
sights an
accessory?
accessory?
No.
Why?
Well, no, you don't need those either.
You know
Prove
what?
that, too.
I know you can, which is why I asked the
I
question.
think that sights would be considered an accessory because you also have the ability to change them.
Change them out,
But I
yeah.
guess you can change out the grip and stuff too, and
Yeah.
the trigger. So it's not
So that's what line do
necessarily.
you draw the line that it's not an
Yeah,
accessory.
let's not overthink it. Too late. But
I'm gonna go. I think a red dot's an accessory.
I think a red dot's an accessory too, because that's what I was going to say is probably one of the most prevalent now for somebody that buys a new gun and gets a new accessory. It's a red dot is very normal, very
Yeah.
typical.
And there are guns that are coming with them mounted already, Workman. So
Yeah.
I think
Would you consider that an accessory then if it comes from the factory with it?
that we're on the verge of taking something that was always deemed an accessory and making it. We're on the verge of it being a non-accessory and more of a typical thing. It's no longer an.
You know, because
An
like
added
with
thing.
ARs, most of the time ARs don't even come with sights.
Right.
Right, because it's such a personal choice on what you want, what kind of optic, magnified, non-magnified, iron sights, no iron sights, flip up versus non-flip up, and so on.
Yep.
I don't foresee a time, and I certainly could be wrong, but I don't foresee a time when they don't come with any pistols don't come with any sights, period, and you just choose.
Have you seen like the LCPs and the
Well,
LZ9s? They barely have sights
yeah.
on them. But I mean, anyway, so there's accessories, basically additional things to your gun. There's obviously the ability to modify pieces of your gun as well, something that's already there. So like with your iron sights, your pistol, your handgun is going to come with iron sights on it, and you can. Oh, what if you got one of them fancy SAS SIGs that don't come with sights?
You're stuck with what you got.
It comes
Technically,
with
it's kind of a sight. Yeah.
It's a
Anyway,
sight.
semantics.
Yeah.
But you know, something like your iron sights are something you can change out, and you know, you can put better sights on there, like night sights or some suppressor height sights or something like that. But like a red dot sight or a flashlight or a laser.
Or holsters. I would call that an accessory for your gun.
Holsters are,
Holster, yeah.
Holsters, there's so many different options for different purposes.
That's
and different
true.
Benefits and
And-
disadvantages.
What is
You're
the
doing an
holster?
awful lot of talking without being on the camera.
Yeah.
That's because the camera's small and I'm thick. If I come back over
We need
here,
to use. No,
See?
I don't like this.
exactly.
Oh, we are all flipped.
I know,
backwards.
I don't like it either. We're in the wrong spots.
Three's Company. No, Vinny, back here.
But you can't see.
I just have to.
No.
Doing air squats.
Okay.
It's good enough.
We need to put some
Anyway,
tape on
yeah,
the floor.
so a holster might be the number one accessory. Although a lot of people buy handguns and do not buy holsters.
Yeah, and they
Which
buy
makes me sad.
flashlights and things, not considering their holster,
Yeah.
which is part of some of the things you need to consider when when choosing accessories are how it's going to. I was trying not to read that because I knew I was going to. Is how complicated it's going to make holster selection for you. Does it even need to go in a holster? Is this your home defense gun? It's not going to be going in a holster, but you'd like to have a weapon-mounted light on it? That's going to be an easier situation than trying to find a flashlight. You guys keep like going in close to read the comments. But it's a carry gun. You put a flashlight on it. That's going to make holster selection much more complicated. And then back to the red dot sight. Let's take, for example, our mailbox over there. You know, the Beretta 92 with the closed emitter optic on there. It looks like a mailbox.
It does look like a mailbox. You are correct.
That's an accessory that's going to make not necessarily holster selection, but concealment a lot more difficult. So accessories are nice, and this whole store is full of them. So come in and look at them. But what sacrifice are you making?
So I think the holster select, especially, I mean, if we're talking concealed carry, holster selection is something you have to consider. All your accessories have to work together. So the red dot, the flashlight, the laser, all that stuff has to be able to not only fit your pistol, but also fit in a holster. If it's a gun you want to carry, especially for concealed carry. For outside the waistband, or for duty use, I think you potentially have more options if you consider the standard guns for those purposes.
And
right?
standard lights, yeah.
Yeah. So if you carry a Glock 19 and a TLR 1 or a TLR 7, the chances of you finding a holster that's going to work and having several options, because just because there's a holster for it doesn't mean it's going to be the right one for you, that you may not prefer it. But if you have the most popular gun on the planet and one of the most popular lights on the planet, there's a good chance you're going to have the ability to find a holster that you prefer. If you have a Ruger American with a knockoff light on it,
A light laser combo, yeah.
Yeah, on the grip, and a red dot from wish.com, you might not be able to find a holster for it.
It's Temu now.
Oh, is that really?
I really want to sing the song. I don't know. I haven't seen any Wish advertisements, but I see that Temu thing all the time.
Oh.
I think it's the same thing. But anyway.
Vinny and I were just playing footsies behind you.
You're welcome.
I tried really hard to say so. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
The internet says you.
So that's, I mean, really the biggest thing that we see is that, like, hey, I've got this gun, it's got this, this, and this. I need a holster for it. Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck.
And it's, you know, when we have a student that comes in that it's like, hey, I want to buy this holster and I have this gun and I really want this light or this laser or whatever on it. How can I make this work? And you know, like I really want to help, but it's also hard to articulate the specifics of the complexities of this world, of choosing a holster and lights and lasers. And some newer students have a hard time understanding that when you walk in here and you say, hey, here's what I got, I need a holster for this. It is, a lot of times you're going to be looking at a custom holster if you have an obscure gun that has an obscure light or accessory on it, and you're looking for a very popular holster option. Filster, for example. Filster has the Enigma, which, you know, you can buy the Express, which it comes with the holster and the chassis. This is the system that the three of us wear here that doesn't require a belt. But anyway, it's a complex system, and you have the ability to mount your own holster to it, or you can buy one with the holster already mounted to it. The difficulty with it, though, is that they only have very certain amount of holsters for certain guns. So if you buy a SCCY or a, I don't know, like a High Point or some and I'm not even saying like the lower end guns, like there could be a freaking Staccato or something. You're gonna have a hard time finding a holster. And when it comes to a holster company that makes a limited amount of holsters, because their holsters are so very specific to the gun, you're not going to be able to choose certain.
It's a great holster.
Well, you're not going to be able to choose certain holster options based off of what your gun and your accessory option is. Why?
It's a great holster.
Why?
So
and this is my favorite thing ever.
So I was going to talk about this floppy thing too.
Talk about it, Phil.
Anyway, this holster. This is a very common thing. Technically, this is a holster. Technically. Technically. They don't work for this. However, this says it will work for 5.5 to 6 inch barreled semi-autos and revolvers. I can't get out of here. That no fit. My flashlight works in this holster though.
No, I was going to say it was because of the flashlight. It wasn't.
That's why it doesn't fit.
So, anyway, and just so the internet that wasn't tuned in earlier can see, my gun is empty because I know the internet's going to explode because I didn't safety check it. Anyway, this is not a holster. By definition,
It's a holster.
It's a holster. Like
It's an accessory, though.
A gun fit. It is an accessory. I agree with that. A gun fits in here, and this is often what people think of when they think of a holster, right? Like, I just need a size 6. Oh, and also, damn it,
What?
my gun don't fit in there well enough to make it.
Mine
So
fits all
this is something you have to worry about with holsters. If you have an optic, right? Even well-made holsters, if they're not ready for it. This strap, where does this go, Liz? Does this go? This goes back
That's
here,
perfect.
right? Goes back here. This is not where that strap goes. If your holster has a strap, buy a new holster. If you can't buy a new holster, this goes here, not here.
Terrible.
Because if you try to get your grip on the gun, you grab a hold of the thing that's holding the thing in the thing. So
Chris would be proud.
don't do that. Chris would be proud. Any rate, you got to do some digging if you have a gun that you want to conceal carry. I have a SIG P365, and I want to carry it, and I want to put a infrared laser, a red laser, and a green laser just in case on it, and then a white light on the magazine and on the top and the bottom. You're not going to find a holster to fit it. I mean, you're just not. So pick a purpose, build the tool around that purpose. Uncle Mike's for the win.
Oh boy. They do have. There are holster companies that will.
Lost my coffee.
that will custom make holsters. Usually the turnaround time there is going to be a little bit longer, but it's worth it. If you want to accessorize the crap out of your gun and still have a good holster, you can do that. But it's going to take more time, probably cost more money, and it's just another thing that you have to consider. So I think in situations like that, there are certain companies where you can either tell them exactly what you have. No, it was my sweatshirt. It's my work shirt underneath my sweatshirt. Workman. Anyway.
She was accessorizing.
I was accessorizing. Missed my name tag though. Anyway, so you can send it off to a holster company like that to have them make one that's for your gun specifically. And if that's the way you want to go, then I recommend that. If you're going to accessorize the crap out of your gun, then consider a custom holster. And some of those custom holsters can be pretty nice. So I don't want to discredit that at all. But if you buy a lot of accessories, you're going to be making sacrifices elsewhere with gear and cost and comfort. You know, the more things that you have attached to your gun and you try to put it in your pants, well, that's a little bit more stuff to carry. It's heavier. It's
also battery life, depending on what the accessory is, that you got to pay attention to for your optic, for your flashlight, for your laser beam, whatever it is. You got to make sure that it's working. Yes, you have to replace batteries. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but if you want to utilize the thing when you need the thing, you got to replace the batteries. So,
What are other accessories? What?
I don't know. It just made me think about ammo, because I was going to mention ammo is
An accessory.
an accessory. I was going to buy new ammo today for my carry gun, just because I've had this ammo in my gun for the last year.
Ooh.
Is that an accessory? I don't know. I'd say yeah.
100%.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Absolutely
It's
it
like
is.
saying, okay, I got to go put gas in my car. I need to go accessorize my car. No.
Well, you can make
What
a
kind
choice.
of gas are you putting
Yeah,
in?
you can make a choice whether
There's
you
different
get
options.
That's-
premium, or if you
No.
go to QT, or
No,
if you go
no.
you don't get choices.
You get choices. That doesn't make it an accessory. It's like you're going to go eat breakfast. You're going to have scrambled eggs or toast. That's not an accessory. It's just
That's
a
an
choice.
accessory on my breakfast.
It's just a choice. It's not.
that's what accessories are.
Accessories don't have to
Accessories
be
are
a
choices.
choice.
You don't have to change your sights
Oh
on your
my
gun,
God.
but you choose to change your sights.
I gotta take
Y'all
this magazine
need
off.
more.
That's so cool.
That's an
You
accessory.
need more work at overthinking, guys.
I would argue ammo's
Do
an
better.
accessory.
No,
I would argue that.
just because you have a choice doesn't mean it's an accessory.
So the point is to glam up your concealed carry with as many doohickeys as possible. No, that's not the point. That's just saying that a lot of people do without understanding the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
I carry a very simple gun. Yes.
Okay, so there's a common accessory in the striker fire world, and I want to know your thoughts. What about those striker disablers for the Glocks?
A striker disabler?
Yeah, the safety thing on the back that you press to.
Disable the striker?
Or
Yes.
even any sort of different backplate on there that says, like, Ultimate Decimator or
As a
Spartan
Glock armor,
helmet.
they do not recommend that because it messes with things and it will break stuff, so do not do that.
Thank you, Vincent. Gaston would be
They yelled at me
not
all the
rolling
time
over
for
in
that.
his grave right now.
Um,
Anyway, what do you think about that?
I don't know enough about the striker safety things. It's just adding something like that to me is opens the possibility of the thing just not working.
Yeah.
Right. From what I've heard, again, I haven't looked into it a lot. People are going to say it doesn't mess with nothing unless you touch it and all this kind of crap, whatever. Blah blah blah. You're changing something out in the gun that wasn't supposed to be there, and I mean that happens with all sorts of stuff, whether it's springs or it's triggers or it's whatever.
That was kind of where I wanted to go with this, was changing things on your gun, accessorizing your gun that changes not the function, but the mechanics of it, as a lightened trigger or things like that. And what accessories would you choose to put on a range toy versus a carry gun? And are you willing to change the mechanical aspect of your gun for different things? Like, I know that I do not want to change my trigger I don't want to change my striker or any of that stuff in my gun because I am not. I know enough about mechanical things and how my gun works to understand how it works, and even fairly deeper than that. But changing those things, like the performance aspect of a gun, I am not good there. So I would have a hard time articulating, why I decided to upgrade my trigger or whatever, and try to give a good reason why later, if I ever had to use it. And I just don't trust the reliability because I don't know it well enough. So it's just my own lack of knowledge there. So yes, we're open, Dima.
Of course we're open. Normal hours. Normal hours.
So that's my apprehension to changing the mechanical aspects of my gun, just because that's not my strong suit. So I just want to run my gun stock and shoot it well.
Read that.
Every accessories, no matter what it is, needs to be examined from a legal perspective too. Would a prosecutor try to hang you over an accessory? Can it get you into legal trouble?
Stop.
Stop. Full stop.
David Workman.
Workman.
What is every accessories?
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's a weird use. You typed it out wrong, and it makes me happy that you had a typo. That was the
one mistake.
Every accessories.
Every accessories.
Fail.
He makes one mistake.
Right now he's
Fail.
going, dang it! No!
A resident grammar spelling expert. But you bring up a good point. That's kind of my point, is like if I were to use my gun defensively and the prosecutor asked me why I changed something mechanical on my gun, since I'm such a, I get anxiety if I don't know something like very, very deeply. So it would be hard for me to articulate the why there.
I always argue that if it's something, let's just say it's a trigger, and I changed mine from a factory trigger to let's say that the whole weight on the trigger is exactly the same, 5 pounds. Let's use 5 pounds as a number. I took a Glock factory trigger out and I put a Phil's trigger in. Trigger pull's exactly the same, except the only difference is the physical trigger itself is a different shape and it fits me better and so forth. I can shoot my gun better because of that change. Therefore, I can be more sure of my target and that I'm going to hit my intended target and not miss and hit, injure, or kill somebody else. That's always my argument for the trigger thing.
Sure.
Right? Truthfully, it doesn't matter what you do or don't do. We've had this discussion on here, I'm sure, on the live before, about the fact that we do martial arts, jiu-jitsu. That could be used against us. And truthfully, we do that to better ourselves, to better be able to use these tools rather than this tool. But that could be used against us, that, hey, you just want to kill people. You take classes to learn how to shoot your gun better, therefore you must want to just go out and be a vigilante and play cop and take on the world. You've been going out looking for a fight for years. That is not true at all. But a prosecutor is going to use whatever they can against you. You wore a black shirt today, so obviously you were trying to hide in the shadows and be a bad guy. What?
Yeah.
That's the kind of crap that's going to come up. So it doesn't really matter what you do or don't do. You used more oil on your slide than you're supposed to because you wanted that gun to be super fast and shoot lots of 30 millimeter caliber bullets through your Glock 72 as fast as you can.
72.
What? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's going to be used against you. And it's all going to be nonsense.
Morning, Papa.
Jim, good morning. Frank, good morning. Happy New Year to you as well. Workman, I'm glad you fixed it. It's about time.
No, you didn't fix it.
We can't see it here, probably.
I was going to say, it's not fixed. So anyway, accessories, everything's a sacrifice, like we talk about pretty much all the time. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Comfort, concealment, I don't know, weight, lots of things. Complexities of the gun. Are you sacrificing something good? I don't know. Sacrificing something bad? There's all kinds of sacrifices could be good or bad. So what are you sacrificing? Because it's slimming, not because I'm a ninja.
David Workman
Well-
said I accessorize my coffee every morning.
Yes, you do.
You have to accessorize your coffee.
100%.
But it's food. How is adding
Come
sugar
on,
and
I was
cream
just being
and stuff?
silly.
But
Did it get
but
sick?
adding tomatoes to your eggs isn't accessorizing, or getting eggs instead of pancakes isn't accessorizing.
But if you stick onion, tomato on a burger, is that not accessorizing the burger?
You can accessorize.
Squirrel!
You can accessorize your food, but your food is not an accessory to you.
To your plate, it is.
Oh my god.
Gonna be a long day for Liz. You're right.
Bye, Vincent.
Bye, Vinny.
Don't make yourself sick.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna be a long day for Liz. It's pretty much always a long day for Liz.
Yep, sure is.
What else? What?
Oh, we're supposed to talk about that. Charles.
we're
Charles
supposed
is-
to talk about that, Charles.
Charlie, bring up the
Charlie!
the target. He's supposed to
Oh
introduce
yeah, I forgot about the target. We have a new target for you to shoot and a game to play.
It's a game.
This is a real one, not this VR thing that's got my head all twisted up.
So Charles created this target.
But Charles
We're still waiting on
apparently
Charles to
went
come
to
up
go
here.
hide.
There he is.
Where's the target, Charles?
He didn't bring the target.
You gotta go get Charles. You gotta go get the target. Anyway, we have a what?
I don't know. Just talk.
We have a game to play. I think this whole month. If Charles was here, we could ask him about it, but he's not here right now.
I'm gonna try to say it. So, for hockey is big in January, right? Is that why we're doing
Hockey's
this?
big all the time.
Okay, forgive me, I'm not a sports person. But anyway, this is about hockey. So we created this target. Charles created this target. And it's got scoring zones that have hours today.
10 to 8.
10 to 8.
Normal hours.
So Charles created this target, and you're supposed to shoot at it and get a certain amount of points. And the points will give you
Come on in,
tickets
Charles.
a drawing. What do they win in the drawing, Charles? Oh, did
He
you
win a new car.
Is that
That's your
is that
target.
My target.
Do
They
not
win a new
do
car.
this.
Don't do this. It's cheating.
Because if you hit the dot, it's only worth 50 points once. You can't hit it twice.
Okay, so let's explain here. Let's do this.
Okay.
So go.
So you
The
get
whole
10
thing.
shots at 10 yards. If you hit, you get a ticket when you buy a target, or if you remember, it's a free target, you also get a ticket. If you hit the 5 circles, you get an extra ticket. If you score a total of 100 points, you get another ticket. And if you score 150 points, you get a third ticket. So you can get up to 4 tickets. The
Done.
winner,
Talk about the little dots first. The little dots are the
the little dots are what is upsetting Elizabeth, because
I'm
she
okay
thought
with
that
it.
she got a million points down here. But the little dots here are worth 50 points. You can only hit it once within the circle.
He didn't say that when we started playing the game.
Semantics.
Now.
Now. But if you hit all 5 of these dots, which is really hard at 10 yards, by the way, you will get basically 250 points. So
But you can only hit the dot once.
you can only hit it once. You can only hit the dot within the circle once, but you can hit all 5 dots. And all 4 dots of the offside face-offs.
More dots. More dots.
They're hard to hit at 10 yards.
Yeah.
Because Liz can only
Unless
do
you're
it.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Liz did it how many times? 3 times?
I don't know. You can't see it anymore.
But she was doing a rifle with,
Liar.
basically-
Liar.
you can only use handguns. You can't use rifles.
So how much does it cost to buy a target?
It's the regular price for the target for non-members. Members
$1.50.
get it free.
And then they use 10 rounds of their own ammo
Yes.
and whatever gun they have with them, or you can
Absolutely.
rent a gun, obviously.
Exactly.
And
It's got to be a handgun.
Yeah,
It has to be a handgun. We can't
and you
use a
bring
rifle.
the target out to the RSO, and are we keeping it, or what are we doing?
Okay, once you're done shooting it, bring it back to the counter, and then they'll give you the extra tickets. And they're not very good at math, so be honest. So you get extra tickets if you get any of the 3 things that I mentioned, and then you drop them off in the little box. You put your name and your phone number and your email address, and then you drop them off at the
So
end
they'll
of the
have all
counter.
the tickets downstairs. They'll
All
give
the
a
tickets
ticket,
are
they Fill them
downstairs.
out, drop them in a bucket, and they can keep the target.
They can
What
keep
do
the
they
target.
win? What is the drawing for?
All this. The drawing, if you are a member, you could win tickets to the Blues Nashville game, the Blues Predators game, on February 17th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon at Enterprise Center. If you are a non-member, you can win this snazzy little range-themed hockey jersey.
That's what I want.
Why didn't you print one of those backwards?
Yeah, Charles.
Because I didn't know I was going to be a guest on the show this morning. I didn't even know there was going to be a show this morning.
It's Monday.
So basically what you have on this jersey is you have the number 2A, and then at the bottom you have the Second Amendment. That's all written out.
It's pretty
Fantastic.
snazzy.
And it's got the range on it.
And it's got the range logo
the most
on it,
important part.
which is kind of like modified to kind of look like another hockey team's logo.
Good job,
So
Charles.
there you go.
And all month.
All month.
All month. Okay.
While supplies last. So, don't come in and try to get 15 targets on the same day. You're allowed one target per day. So,
One target per day.
Okay.
Boom.
Thanks, Charles.
you're welcome.
Now go away.
Bye. See you later. Bye.
Thanks, Charles. See you later. Bye.
Flip it, stick it. See you later. Bye.
What else we got, lady?
I don't know. Come in, buy classes.
Looks like an iPhone. Kind of see that, I guess.
What does?
Just the shape
target?
of the target. Yeah, it's a ice ring. What?
The bags.
What about the bags?
Anytime you buy a block, you
get a Oh.
block bag
For how long?
until supplies last.
So while supplies last. If you buy a Glock,
Gun, not.
Not
People don't like it when you point at them. Do you know that? If you buy a Glock gun, you get a free Glock bag.
while supplies last.
On our website, there's actually, I think it's under CCW. It's kind of cut off. You can't tell it's your face, but you're going like this, like pointing to the class. No, it's not even knife hands.
No, Paul just said knife hands. So I was
Knife
doing
hands
knife hands.
are
Yeah.
actually, there's a reason why knife hands exist. It's because it's less demanding than this, so people actually like this better than this. It's all my research and
So
body language.
anyway,
You're welcome.
what did I did?
Block bags.
Oh, come
Glock
on.
bags. Let me see. We have Glock bags. Do they get to choose, or do we choose for them?
No, they get to choose while supplies last.
I have this backpack.
This is kind of a nice
Yeah,
backpack.
it's not a bad one.
Yeah, there's only a couple of those backpacks left, so.
I like it.
And then that's a single pistol.
This says Glock on it, so this is like a $300, $400, $700, $800 bag.
Yeah, this is a single pistol soft case, but it's got a lubricating.
Oh, a blooper.
A lubricating.
Lubricating.
Ooh. It's like a little cleaning mat.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, it smell. Nope. Smell of whatever chemical they put on the anti.
She doesn't like clean things.
It's not clean. It's that. What's that stuff they keep it from catching on fire?
Gasoline.
What is it?
I don't know. Alcohol. Turpentine.
Flame retardant.
There you go.
That's what it was.
Okay.
It's that smell. It's
But what is it?
terrible.
Water.
I mean that.
Anyway.
I guess water would be
What
considered a flame retardant.
what else you got?
I got nothing.
Today is the first day of the new year. We are open normal hours, 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. If you need to accessorize your carry gun with all the cool things, to include putting a flashlight on your magazine, that way you can just walk around like this, then you can do that.
That's awesome.
If you need those accessories, come get them. If you need to get a new Glock so you can get a new bag, do it. We have plenty.
In honor of Gaston.
What?
In honor of Gaston.
In honor of Gaston.
I really want to sing the song Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
How about no? That's all we got. You guys stay safe, be nice to one another, and we'll catch you soon. Later.
Toodles.
You got to hit the button, Liz.
Awkward pause.
Hit the button.
You have to say awkward pause.
But awkward.